Yo. Yo, yo, yo. Bill Bro. Swaggins. Coding. I like that. Bill Bro Swaggins Coding. I like that. Bob Knoll. Welcome. How you guys doing today? What do you guys think? You know, I know you appreciate the at everyone, Bob, sometimes in the chat, in the Discord. What do you think? Like, people don't like it, right? Typically? Or should I just do it? Should I just do it? You guys can hear me, right? All right, yeah, I think you can hear me. All right. We got Dr. Vibe in the house. How you guys doing today? I see you type in Discord, Bob, but you could tell me that your messages are being removed. Not 6 chats? Bill Bro, is that the same for you as well? Are you sending messages in the chat, Bill Bro? It, yeah, YouTube comments are getting deleted. What the heck? Let's Google it. Let's see. YouTube live stream chat comments not being sent. YouTube live chat messages may not be sent due to restricted mode, blocked words, moderator bans, poor internet connections. Disable restricted mode. All right, let's see if we could disable restricted mode. I don't know how that works. Stream settings, maybe? Community moderation? Do they think we are bots? I don't think they think that. Hopefully not. Comments on new videos and posts. Comments, basic moderation. You think it's a YouTube bug? Messages in your live chat. Don't hold any messages. Alright. Hold comments with hashtags and URLs for review. Okay. Alright. I tried typing now because I just I made it so it doesn't hold. I said don't hold anything in the live chat. So maybe that will fix it, hopefully. I don't know. And I'm hoping you guys said yes, because all I see is yo from you guys. Live chat not letting messages through. My comments are not displaying in live chat. Help. Still not working. Hackademic. What's up, Hackademic? Hackademic's messages are working. Maybe close the tab, guys, and like come back into the stream and see if the chat's working there. Academic, if you've said anything else other than what's up, can you just send me a message in Discord and tell me if you're saying something else? The last thing I see is just what's up from Hackademic. I've only said those three. What do you mean those three? I've only seen one message from you. What's up, Dream? It seems like everybody that's sending a message is only the first message comes through and then they can't send anything else. Maybe it's because you guys are saying yo and what's up. RBK said I wrote idea build Abe into quad code. What is going on with YouTube? Yeah, look, this is Hackademic sent me this message. He said, what's up? You should see what Claude built me. Oh, well, you can't send links first off. That's one thing, but this message before should have came through. Here, just so you guys see what I see. Okay, Bob, I see you now. Anyone else saying? I see. Okay, I see Bob. Stop sending yo, guys. I mean, stop copying me. You know, maybe that's the issue. Maybe like send like, I don't know. Yo, stop sending yo. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay. Alright, it's all gonna work out. It's all gonna work, guys. Okay, so alright, what you got, academic? Let's see. Okay, very nice, very nice. We're gonna have to review this in a little bit, academic. Maybe when we get more people really watching, we'll watch your video. We only got 7 people watching right now, according to my little YouTube thing here. All right, let's check this votes out. We got 7 votes. 29 people, 29% say they don't have any NFTs, and 71% say they have not. Did I say that right? Yo, I hope you guys are saying something that's saying something else. Maybe if you guys like the video, if you guys yeah, if you guys like it, maybe then you will be able to stop saying yo. That's the only thing I'm seeing now, guys. Yo, that's it. Yo is the only thing that works. We have to invent a code. Yo is yes, yo is no. Okay. Yo. Okay, I got it now. Yo with the little squiggly over the O. That seems to work, guys. Maybe, okay, how about this? Try putting yo at the beginning of your message and then say something like, yo, can you see this? Like something like that. Or yo, can you see this? You think it's just your messages? No, it's not just your messages. It's everybody, it seems like. It's Bob, it's Bill Bro, probably Dream Hair. How about this? Do you guys see all of my messages? Maybe I don't. Yeah, your messages didn't come through. What the heck? How are my messages not coming through? Stream is healthy. Maybe because I have low latency on? That shouldn't have anything. Refresh browser? What would I refresh the browser for? Oh, because it's not working. Well, did you guys like the video at least? Because I only see 4 likes on the stream. Check down detector. User reports show possible problems with YouTube. Video streaming, we'll report that. I mean, I don't know. Chat issue still not resolved. Messages on chat still messing up for me. The home screen only has a okay, still having issues sending messages. Anyways, people, I hope your YouTube comments start popping back in the chat. Have a good day. An hour ago. I've alerted the team YouTube on X. Okay. I don't know if there's anything we can do, guys. I do see a couple more likes, so that's good. So it's not just my account, which I didn't think it was. Um, maybe just like, can you guys see the side chat inside of the channel that I'm in? Like, can you see the side chat that I'm typing, that I'm in here? Like in this live streaming room? Can you open the side chat? I know I locked it, but I don't know if you can see the side chat. Remember, 1 yo is no, and 2 yo is yes. Okay? What? Look, Tyree's still in here. Remove you. Sorry, Tyree. Alright, here, let's try this. View channel. Connect. I think, okay, I turned view channel on. Voice channel, send messages. Here we go. Alright, we're gonna save that. Alright, see, tell me if you guys can see it now. The side chat here. Build your own chat so we could talk to you while chat is down. I mean, Discord is a chat, guys. Yo, Sinazer. Yo, no. Okay, no, you can't see it. You know what? Here, I'll just unlock this chat. Alright, you guys are permitted to enter this chat. Okay. Testing 1 2 3. All right. Yeah, there you go. You're allowed in this chat, okay? So if you guys want to chat with me, just should I just Yeah, you could enter the chat too, guys. Just come on in. I'm deafened. You could sit in here. It's no worries. You guys could chat with each other while I'm streaming. We're going to be talking about some cool things here. There we go. Look, we got live chat on the stream. We got Hackademic in the channel. We got Dream in the channel. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? YouTube broke. Yo, broke. All right. Let's check our poll. Our poll's evening out. Yo, are we hacking? I don't think we're hacking. Maybe we're hardhead hacking. Clerks, welcome. Welcome to the stream, clerks. Alright, so 45 people say they have NFTs. 55% say no. For the people that say they have any NFTs, and also I guess I should have asked the real question: have you ever had any NFTs? So we'll change it to that. If you have ever had NFTs, what NFTs have you guys had? That's what I'm curious of, because I've never had an NFT. I've heard of them, I've seen them around, but it's brand new to me, to be honest. I think we might be hacking. I have NFTs from NFT Summer, but haven't touched them since it was popping off. Okay, what is NFT Summer? Let me see. Alright, so here's NFT Summer. Okay. Oh, so they're animated, so these are like GIFs? I made an app long time ago that will get your chat from YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok in one place. Maybe you can solve the chat on YouTube. Well, but if the chat's not coming through, then I don't think your app would work. I think is the real issue, right? NFT Summer 2021. That's when it was all the rave. Can't pull pics in chat. Yeah, I turned pics are off, unfortunately. You might want to put a banner on screen, title, or description that YouTube chat is broken so new folks don't think you're ignoring them. Oh yeah, good point. Let's do that. It uses API from YouTube, not scraping. Yeah, but if it's not coming through, it's not coming through, Lex, because I have an API as well for this slot machine. So exclamation mark pool and exclamation mark idea. Um, somebody, RBK already tried it, I believe, the idea, and it wasn't coming through. This is what I was telling you guys about yesterday. Okay, why are you yelling at us? You got some NFT background if you want, if I want to chat in VC. Yeah, maybe in a second here. Maybe we could bring some people in. Pool. Okay, so DJ Vision now is doing pool. That's RBK. Are you live streaming my live stream? All right, let's get the message on the screen, so some newcomers don't get felt left out. All right. YouTube chat broken. Join Discord. Select font. That looks good, I suppose. I don't know how to change the color or anything like that. Alright, there, we got on there. Sorry, my browser crashed. Did not get anything of what you said. I was just saying, it's not, even the API is not pulling in chat messages, because I have the API running to pull in these chat messages here. So unfortunately, well, that one
at DJ Vision IT pulls the slot machine.
So they do, if the messages go through the chat, they get pulled in, but RBK tried it earlier when it wasn't working. Only some messages are coming through, of course. Check out my stream, Claude. I don't want to. Just want to check out your stream. They're coming through, of course. Check out my. All right, we'll check it out later, Hackademic. All right, so yo, join. So here's what we got going on, guys. Check out my stream. He's got a clone of the Palantir clone. All right, Palantir. This is the plan, guys. So someone gave me the idea this morning, and honestly, it's just a great idea. I think the idea is to build Dr. Vibe into an NFT and make all the Dr. Vibes NFTs. Let me just show you guys what I've been working on. All right, I don't even know if I've showed like what was on stream yesterday. I haven't got a lot of sleep. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't get any sleep last night. I haven't got any sleep for the past 3 or 4 nights, to be honest with you. But let me show you. I know you guys seen some things, but I feel like I've made a lot of progress so far. So this is the new website currently as it stands. We got Community Hub, Showcase, the Vibe Room, the Vibe Store. We'll look at the Vibe Room to start. So in the Vibe Room, this is just a chat room basically. Here, I could delete these since I'm an admin of the website. And you know, that's just it. Hey, what's up? And then you look, boom, it's right there. Hey, what's up? When I hover over me, I can see my stats, and it's nice and cool. And the idea is like when people are using Dr. Vibe, you know, and you connect through the settings here. If you connect the social, then you're connected to the website, and you're able to little sleep or no sleep. Basically no sleep, like maybe an hour and a half of sleep. was a mistake. Hold on, guys. Alright, there we go. We're back. Right. So, as I was saying, this is the vibe room. It's basically a chat room. That's all it is. Persistent chat room. What else do we got? We got the community hub here. In the community hub, we will have rankings. Alright, move over, Dr. Vibe. We'll have rankings. The right now, current streak, longest streak, get commits, achievements. We have a live feed. So skins were published, you know, people are live, you know, if they coded something, social, milestones, skins, that all that stuff will show up here, okay? I wonder what it would take to get the vibe room in Discord like Wordle. Totally possible, actually. I've already set up a test app before, but it's actually pretty hard. So like in here, you see this rock, paper, scissors game? This is actually my dev game. See how it says in development? So yeah, totally possible. We can explore ideas like that. I like that. Let's keep up the brainstorming, guys. So what else do we got? We got builders. This is where you'll see all the builders basically. You could sort people, you could search for people, sort them by top or most hours. Notice how the color of mine is green. You might think it matches the website, and look at the matrix code and my guy, okay? Let me go to my profile here. Check it out. So I got this is what it looks like. I got matrix in here. On my coding stats from Dr. Vibe. Looks like they're not syncing right now, but just ignore that. Just pretend there's data here. Top languages are mastery tracks, connect socials, VP points, or VP vibe points. What? Can you imagine vibe points? So, what else? Achievements. You got your whole profile up here. You can set your status or like a little message. All the sites that you're connected to. You have a shrine. I don't know if I like the word shrine, but this shows you the current streak of that viber. So, you know, if they've been vibing for, you know, well, like I guess I'm on day 25 of my live stream, but like, you know, this will go up basically since you start. This will show your commits and, you know, all this stuff. Streak graveyard. So if you lose your streak, you'll get a little little graveyard thing there. Hold on, I gotta turn on D&D on Discord. There we go. So I won't see any ads. Don't send me any private messages, guys. I probably won't see that. Okay. Just send it inside that side chat if you really want me to see something. We got skins, so like these are all the skins that I've uploaded. Basically all the default skins and 2 custom skins. It's a break time? I don't think so. We got showcase. So showcase is really cool, guys. Bill Bro gave me this idea, and I don't even know how I didn't think about it. I had the idea for the Discord server, but I you know, it was only inevitable that it was going to come to the website. This is what the whole website is about. The website is about people, the community coming on here, having their profile, putting their products on there that they vibe coded, whether it's a mobile app, a website, anything, and they'll be able to put it there and people can go to their profile and see it. You can just click add project and add it there. There's also a community showcase. So this is where the community will be able to showcase their products. Does that make sense?
John Athos just subscribed.
Hey, John Athos, thanks for subscribing. John, just so you know, the YouTube chat is broken. So if you're saying anything in the chat, I can't see it. I can only see Discord messages right now, unfortunately. Should integrate showcase with GitHub somehow. Maybe use pin repos somehow. Maybe. I think, you know, that might be a little too automatic. The community showcase, you know, it's gonna be. I think people will like put the time and effort into like making it look good, um, you know, and go through the process. Right now, mine doesn't look that great, but also it's not approved, so it says pending review. So like you can put it on your on your page if you want to showcase it. Um, and then it has to be approved before it shows on the community showcase right back here. Anyways, that's the general idea. I think you guys get it. We got comments as well, so people can comment on your profile. Cool, cool. You know, and then we got settings. You know, your bio, your socials, all that stuff connected. Appearance, I like the appearance. Let me show you a little bit here. Let me just reset back to the original. So on appearance, you can see you can change all of it around. Here, let's zoom out. Maybe that'll be a little better. So you could change the size of this on the top. You know, you can change the accent color. So the accent color actually changes the whole website. You see that? The header color will change up there, up on top. Or you could put one of these pictures on the header, basically. 20 push-ups, let's go. No, not right now. So you could put one of the default banner styles, which is cool. And what else? Oh, then there's the get more. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. Card texture, we can change that around. Cast title flare. Okay, particles. Okay, this doesn't look that pretty, but it is a thing. And then we got the matrix, which is like this, the matrix code falling down. And then again, we have get more in the vibe shop. So there's gonna be a vibe shop. Okay, we can leave it in the vibe shop. Right now it says store coming soon. We're not gonna go live with the vibe shop because I can't just keep adding things. But the idea is like once you get vibe points, yo dog dad, just so you know, the YouTube chat's not working. Like only like one message is coming through for everybody. So everyone's chatting inside the side chat of the YouTube that we're in, or the Discord chat that I'm in. Here's my portfolio landing page where I showcase some of my projects if you want to peek. We can look at it. Never mind needs access. Okay, no worries. So the Vibe Store, let me show you how you earn points. This page is set up and it shows you all the different ways you can earn points by using Dr. Vibe and, you know, vibe coding, unlocking achievements and milestones, coding time, you know. Then there's all the social aspects. So if you make skins or download them or star them, the social, community, showcase, all those things, okay? You know, that's how it works. You get points, and then you can use those points in the store. What else is there? What am I missing? Oh yeah, so in this little thing here, this looks the way it looks because of the profile setting. So if I go in my appearance and I like change it to red here, for instance, and I guess if we change it to dots, maybe that will show there. Go to builders, and now it's kind of red. You can see a little red hint around me. So that's kind of how that works. A risk with custom CSS, someone could have, yeah. Then once it's approved, swap the file at somepic.png with something offensive. Yeah. We have CSS. It's locked down. So yes, they can do some CSS, but not everything. I don't think they could reference. We have a chat down here actually for that. We can actually review it now because I have to. New subscriber, thanks
Someone
for
just
subscribing.
subscribed?
I don't know who's subscribed, but just so you know, the YouTube live chat's not working at the moment. Let's see. Does the custom CSS on profiles allow for external references? Let's see. Yeah, based on this sanitizer we just implemented, no, external references are now blocked. Let me confirm by checking exactly what's in place. Okay, so URL, imports, character sets, background URL, source URL, cursor, and so on. So that is what it is. We'll have to, unfortunately, we'll have to lock that down, but you know, we're gonna try to make it so people can customize as much as they can. Let's do this. Yeah, so if we go here, red, that looks good. All right. Community hub, builders, boom. Now I'm red, and I still have the matrix. That's cool. So it's like a little miniature thing. Okay. Hey guys, I'm vibe coding. What's up? And I got my VP there. Yeah, so it's a good starting point. What do you guys think? Like, from the social aspect, what do you guys think of the whole website? Of course, what else do we? I think that's basically it. You know, you got your skins, vibe store, vibe map. We saw this last night. That's for sure. You think it's cool? It looks cool. When does it launch? That's a great question. So what we're going to do is, right now with Dr. Vibe, the way the app works, how it's coded, is you can go in there and generate anything with just a prompt using Claude or Codex. Right? You can make anything you want. Here's Bowser. Here's Evil Bowser, which doesn't look that good. Is that supposed to be like, I don't know what. Is there even an Evil Bowser? Bowser from, let's see, all Bowsers through ages. Let's see. No, that doesn't look like any Bowser that I've ever seen. So I don't know what that is, but anyways, so that that's how it works right now. However, what we're going to do is we're going to make every Dr. Vibe an NFT. That way they are something actually tangible. I guess you can say that they're tangible. And at least something that people own, and you know, where they will be able to trade them and have something unique to them. We're gonna have a system where basically to mint them, you'll be able to pick from like 1 or 3, I think, initial ones. We're still formulating this idea, guys. I wanted to, you know, I had the opportunity to take this idea off the channel and really formulate it out and build it out without anybody seeing it. But my thought is like, why? That's not what this channel is about. This channel is about building businesses, building products, software, and shipping it. And I don't want to do that without you guys seeing it, you know, whoever's out there. So we're gonna build this together, basically. And you guys are gonna watch me build this business. It is a business, but at the same time, I'm not trying to build something that is just like a rug pull, like, of crypto, right? It's like I'm trying to build something, an ecosystem that people will actually be able to use and you know, get some benefit out of it, you know, and have fun with it. Not just buy a coin and then run, basically, right? So what do you guys think? Like, I lost one in the live chat. I think it was Academic. I don't know if anybody's in the live stream chat We lost one, lads. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Academic will be back. Yeah, academic is a cool guy for sure. So, I'm gonna close this down. I have a chat here with Claude. What's the distillation of the whole what do you guys think? How much money? How much money? I'm not sure exactly what you mean by how much money. Like how much money would you guys put in? Like how end users would put in? I don't know, to be honest, because I really don't know what it costs to mint things on the blockchain. So that's something we'll have to figure out. What I've learned or been told, and we're gonna have to learn it, is that there's these smart contracts where, like if they are sold, yeah, so they're NFT on the blockchain. So if they're sold, then there's like a rake or commission for them. And I think that is possible where there could be two rakes. One, like let's say I'm going to be the minter, I suppose, right? Because I'm building the software. So they'll go through my system, I'll mint something and then give it to the person through the contract. But I think there's a way if that NFT was sold, then I would get a commission, and the person that it was originally minted for would get a commission. I think that would be really cool. So like the idea is like you get your initial Dr. Vibe, and then as you're vibe coding, you get your vibe points, and then you trade those vibe points for vibe coin. I don't know what that really means, some crypto on the blockchain, and you spend the vibe coin to mint a new Dr. Vibe, right? And once you mint that Dr. Vibe, it becomes yours. And that's where I'm thinking like maybe that at that point, if it's sold, it could be they'll be commissioned to two places. One, me, because I'm building this system, and then two, to the person that actually initially minted it. So that way, they can continue making money with it, I guess, or like there's a potential to make money on it. So I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, guys. Tell me what you guys think. So. Okay, so we would still embed the JSON into the NFT and then somehow pull that out again when we're trying to verify that they have one of the Dr. Vibes. Sorry guys, so I'm just trying to continue this chat and you'll be more involved. It's interesting. I'd mess with it. I'm not the audience for dropping 5K on a Dr. Vibe NFT though. Well, I don't think you would, like, for your initial one, Bob. I don't think that's the case. You sell your Dr. Vibe for 5K though, if anyone wants to buy it. I mean, who knows? Like maybe they will initially start at 10 cents or 25 cents, and then go from there. You know what I'm saying? So, and then like who knows, like maybe in a year, maybe we'll get 50,000 vibe coders in our community using Dr. Vibe, and you know, some people will have like extremely rare Dr. Vibes. All right, let's see this. So storing it sprite sheet with embedded JSON, upload to IPFS, NFT metadata points to IPFS hash, all in one package. Verifying ownership. When the user loads the app, you check their wallet for the Dr. Vibe NFT using the contract address. Standard wallet verification. Do you hold a token from this collection? So for NFTs, it's all about creating a character generator that can randomize aspects of the character, like 10 different colors of hair, for example. Yeah, so I thought about that, Dream. And one thing is, you know, they're going to be vibe coded still. I still want these characters to be vibe coded. But the prompt that is used is going to be changed. So depending on how much, I guess maybe Vibe Coin, we're just going to call it Vibe Coin for now. So you get Vibe points and you trade those for Vibe Coin, basically. Depending on how many Vibe Coins you put in, the more, I guess maybe two things. Here, let's just spitball this. All right, just hold that thought. We're going to spitball some more ideas here. You know, we're talking about how people get vibe points. So they'll get vibe points by interacting on the website and interacting with Dr. Vibe himself while they're vibe coding. And then with those vibe points, they can trade them for vibe coin or whatever it's called at the time, vibe coin or quad coin, who knows. And then once they have that vibe coin, they'll be able to go and mint. What I'm thinking is, depending on how much they um, put in to mint, the more that they can control the prompting. So maybe they can control the theme, or like we need to come up with like different parts of the prompt, and you know, to include things like how he looks and maybe accessories, and then maybe like bonus animations, because right now Dr. Vibe has 4 bonus animations or up to, maybe, or maybe even more, you know, and we can control those prompts a little more. Um, Also, another idea is when, okay, we'll let that transcribe. Depending on, there needs to be some type of rarity where if they, depending on how much vibe coin they put in, depends how, shows how rare they are. How rare vibe coin they put in, it shows how rare they are. So if they put in very little vibe coin into that setting, I suppose, or maybe there's like just a control lever, and you know, more prompting and more rarity you want, it just makes it go up higher based on some formula. But the more coin they put in to make it more rare, the less that get minted. They would still just get one NFT, but let's say if they put in one vibe coin, it mints 100. They would get the one, and then the 98 or 99 would go into a marketplace where anybody can buy them with vibe coin directly. But you know, then if they pay more, maybe only 3 get minted and only 2 would go into the market, you know. And then if they pay enough, it'll be a 1 for 1. Okay, that's part of the idea. um I see you, Dream. What else? um don't want to miss something. There was another idea. that I kind of forgot. Okay, also what I want is for when people mint a new Dr. Vibe, that the contract for that says whenever that thing is, or that NFT is sold, that I would get some type of rake, and then also that original person that purchased it would get a rake. So if that person sells it and then they sell it everybody sells it 10 times in a row, they would get a rake every time it is sold. And of course I would too. Okay. Additionally, another idea is trading cards. So every time an NFT is created, there's a potential to create trading cards. I'm not sure exactly if we should allow the people to generate those, but it would be cool, like if you mint a Dr. Vibe, maybe you get 1 gold or 1 rare, 2 uncommon, and 3 common trading cards of that Dr. Vibe. That way they can trade those amongst themselves. And then people can display them on their profiles and such. Okay. You guys hear everything I'm saying right now? What are you guys thinking? Am I making sense? I'm not sure how the process works of the amount of quantity of Dr. Vibes that I can mint and how that really works. But we need to kind of like figure out how how many we can. I mean, I don't think we want to limit it. Because I'm just thinking like, in the future there could be many reasons why we want to mint more. And really we don't know how many people will want to mint, right? Because we can always get brand new users. One thing to help with the scarcity problem is, I think, limiting how many characters that they can mint per account, or per wallet. So like maybe each wallet could only mint 5 times. Past that, they can't mint anymore. I think so. I need to see a diagram. Okay, we'll get you a diagram. What else here? Yeah, I can see special NFT Dr. Vibes. For example, for some of my software, like getabe.app, maybe there could be an NFT that is 1 of 1, and it is specifically for Abe. And if somebody owns that NFT, then they get a lifetime membership to that app. So they can sell it, they can trade it, whatever they want, but that person, whoever has it in their wallet, basically gets a lifetime membership. And then if they trade it or sell it, then they lose that membership. So this marketplace, we need to make sure they can sell it, and anything that is sold on that marketplace, of course, we would have. I'm not sure if we would get a cut because it's sold on the marketplace or just because that's in the contract of the NFT. I'm not sure how that works. Yeah, guys, this is how we're working. I just want you guys to be part of this thing. Like, Dr. Vibe is validated at this point, right, guys? Dr. Vibe won the Vibathon. So, like, you hear people saying, like, oh, you got to validate your ideas. Like, don't go and build what you think is going to be $1 million business and then nobody is going to use it, right? Like, they're like, go put out a landing page. If you can't sell it before you make it, then don't make it, is like what people say. But Dr. Vibe, at this point, Dr. Vibe is validated, if you ask me. He won the Vibeathon. There's some virality with him, you know, at least in the realm of where he's been presented. People like him. Like people were making their own characters. People are putting them on their watch. Um, so it's cool. So if you ask me, Dr. Vibe is validated, and I really think this is going to work. So I really want to. I'm glad that this is happening, and we can document it together, and you guys can see this from the start. But okay, let's continue. All right, let's just send this. Royalties rake. Okay, wait. The rarity supply formula, the sliding scale idea is genius. Something like this: 1 coin, 100 minted, 99 go to the marketplace. 50 coins, 20 minted, 19 go to the marketplace. 200, 1000 plus, 1 of 1, nothing hits marketplace. The formula creates natural scarcity without you having to manually manage supply. The marketplace gets stocked automatically every time anyone mints. That's elegant. Royalty / the rake. This is handled at the smart contract level, not the marketplace level. You bake a royalty percentage into the NFT contract itself, typically 5 to 10%. Then on any compliant marketplace, OpenSea, your own, etc., every secondary sale automatically sends you that cut. It's permanent and enforced by the contract regardless of where it's sold. So yes, you get a rake on the marketplace sales and an external on any external platform that respects royalties. That's the right way to build it. Trading cards. Really love this idea. Each Dr. Vibe mint automatically generates a card set. 1 gold, 1 rare, 2 uncommon, 3 common. These are separate NFTs from the Dr. Vibe itself, but linked to it. Same character art, card frame design around it. Stats on the back maybe, rarity score, mint date, coin spent, etc. Also the prompting, I think would be cool. People collect, trade, and display them. It also means every single mint generates 7 total NFTs. Here's my NFT wallet if you want a peek. Let me take a peek. Alright. Cool, yeah, we could look. Alright guys, we're inspecting Monkey Boss Man's NFT wallet. Okay. Let's zoom out. You got some interesting ones, that's for sure. Okay, cool. So you're somewhat of a collector. So Dream, then everything that I'm saying, like, what are you thinking so far? You even got your, yeah, I think I saw that, the Monkey Boss Man ones, these ones here, right? Happy 318. Oh, there's only 17 of these though. Nice. Make an offer, I'll buy it from you. The cards could also be their own separate smart contract from the Dr. Vibe contract, which keeps things clean. Supply / no hard cap, no capping total supply globally is the right call for growth. You control scarcity through the per wallet limit of 5 mints. That means infinite potential users can mint. Each user is naturally limited. Whales can dominate by minting 500 Dr. Vibes from 1 wallet. Oh, they can't. As your user base grows, the collection grows organically. Yes, I like that. I'm just catching up on your NFT thoughts here. I stepped away for a few minutes. Okay, no worries. Um, App specific one of ones. This is a killer idea. A unique Dr. Vibe NFT for each of your products. Um, that grants lifetime access benefits, creates legendary status items with real utility. You control when and how they're released. If that NFT sells on the secondary market, you still get your royalty rate, and the new holder gets the lifetime membership. Makes your other apps more interesting to your NFT community. Vibepoint sources, website interactions, in-app Dr. Vibe interactions is solid. Could expand to things like watching a full YouTube video, Discord activity in your community, referring a new user, completing coding streaks. The marketplace cut question, to clarify how this works, you get paid two ways. Primary sales, someone buys coin from you to mint, that's direct revenue. Secondary royalties, baked into the smart contract automatically on every resale. One thing to figure out, the trading cards. Do they cost additional coin to claim after a mint, or are they automatically airdropped to the minter's wallet? Free airdrops feel more rewarding and drives minting behavior, but paid claim gives you another revenue touchpoint. What's your gut? If the collection keeps growing, won't it grow infinitely and not create a supply scarcity and make NFT worth tank? Well, so we have a limit on how many times one person can mint, basically. So you can only limit 5 times, or mint 5 times, I guess per wallet or per account, and that will cause some scarcity. I don't know, we might have to play with some of these numbers, I think. Especially like some of the rarity things up here, like, you know, minting 100 of the same one. That might sound a little crazy. I'm not sure how that might work. The one thing to figure out, the trading cards, do they cost extra? No, trading cards shouldn't cost additional. That should just be something that is freely airdropped to them. What I want to figure out is what kind of blockchains will this need to be built on top of, and what are our options, and what does it cost to mint something like this, and the infrastructure cost. Like, what do I need to be aware of? Because this is my first time ever doing something like this. Cost additional coin to claim after a mint. That's like you mint an egg and pay to hatch the egg. So those are for trading cards. So well, I said airdrop first off, just throwing that out there. So the idea is you mint a Dr. Vibe, and with that mint, you would get like 1 rare trading card, 2 uncommon, and 3 commons. And they're specific to that mint. And then that way they can trade those trading cards all they want. And I think it's cool because they'll be like encouraged to trade them, because like, why do you need, you know, if you have the rare, why do you need the uncommons, or why do you need the common ones, right? So I don't know, just some thoughts there. I was thinking that they would just get them for free. Okay, let's look at this. Ethereum mainnet, the gold standard for NFTs, most trusted, highest visibility, but gas fees to mint can be $20 to $100 plus per transaction, depending on network congestion. That sounds like it's a little too much, don't you think? Oh, wait. Alright, Polygon, EVM compatible, meaning Ethereum tools all work. Gas fees are fractions of a penny, widely adopted. OpenSea supports it natively. This is probably your strongest candidate. The trade-off is it feels slightly less prestigious than Ethereum mainnet, but for a gaming slash app ecosystem, nobody cares. You'd recommend Solana network, but that's just me. I'm not in the space anymore. ETH expensive to transact turns people away as they need to pay even more to redeem a free NFT and gas fees. Well, are they free? We didn't really discuss that yet. All right. But $20 to $100 per transaction on Ethereum mainnet is kind of crazy, don't you think? If you offered a free NFT? Oh, if you offered a free one. Well, okay, but couldn't it be like, I don't know how the gas works. Okay. Deploying your smart contract once, maybe $1 to $5 total, one time ever. Okay. Each NFT mint, less than a penny in gas. Each trading card airdrop, less than a penny each. So full mint event, one Dr. Vibe plus 7 cards might cost 5 to 10 cents in total gas. Okay. That's the total gas. For a free mint, gasless makes sense, so users don't need any crypto to get started. For free, so I would cover it on a gasless one. Okay, yeah, so the user typically pays the gas. The end user pays gas. Well, I'm saying like on this gasless one. So I would make the Dr. Vibe, they would pay the gas fee on that. Hold on, infrastructure. Let's just keep reading here. Smart contracts. Dr. Vibe NFT contract. ERC 721 for unique. ERC 1155 for additions. Trading card contracts. ERC 1155 is perfect here since cards have multiple copies. Vibecoin token contracts. ERC 20. Would Vibecoin be an NFT also, or that's like just a coin on the blockchain based on Ethereum? Your backend handles Vibe points balances, user accounts, the generation pipeline, coin purchasing, processing, and talking to the blockchain. You probably already have most of this architecture in mind. Yeah, I do. Yo, B-Wall, how you doing? YouTube chat's broken, so people are using the Discord. I don't know. Maybe type something else in the chat right away, and I'll tell you if I see it. All I see is your eyeball so far. Payment processing for coin purchasing, Stripe for that, USD to Vibecoin, and optionally direct crypto payment. Stripe is simpler to start. Wallet connection library. Connect your wallet in your front end. Stripe for fiat is what it said. Yeah. Stripe for cash. Yeah, B-Wall, if you're... I can't see any of your messages, by the way. Just your eyeballs. What about the feature of having it so if I mint it for a specific person, or they buy it and I mint it for them, and then they sell it, and then that person sells it, can the original minter get a rake as well as myself? It's a really cool mechanic. It's called creator royalties or split royalties, and it works a few different ways. Example splits. You set 10% total royalty on secondary sales. 7% goes to you, 3% goes to the original minter forever. Every time that NFT changes hands, both of you get paid. Alright, the typical S coin, the hello world of crypto. The contract is essentially a ledger with two columns, address and balance. If I send you 100 Vibe coins, the contract just subtracts 100 from my row and adds 100 to yours. There are no variables to tell one Vibe coin apart from another. ERC20 is like a coin. If I trade you my 25-cent coin for your 25-cent coin, it's the same thing. Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask next. Is that like, let's talk about the actual Vibe coin and how those are generated and managed on the blockchain. But NFT smart contracts are not that way. You can't trade one for one like with the 25-cent coin. It's an ERC20 coin. So, same standards as USDC, Shiba. How coins get created, minting. There are two schools of thought here. Option 1, mint on demand. Coins only get created when someone earns them or buys them. No coins exist until they're needed. Supply grows organically with your user base, cleaner and more honest economically. I do like honest. Option 2, pre-mint a fixed supply. Option 1 is probably better for trust with your audience since you're, yeah, option 1 is definitely the better way. Not sitting on a giant pre-minted supply that could theoretically be dumped. Yeah, option 1 needs to be it. The two inflows, how coin enters circulation. Earned through app activity, your backend tracks Vibe points, and when someone converts points to coin, your contract mints new coins directly to their wallet. Your backend calls the mint function on the contract. Purchase with real money, user pays via Stripe. Okay, USD goes to you, coin gets created. The two outflows, how coin leaves circulation. Do spent coins get burned, destroyed forever, or go back into a treasure you control? Burning is the right answer here. When someone spends 1,000 coins to mint a legendary, those coins are permanently destroyed. This creates deflationary pressure. The more people mint, the scarcer remaining coins become, which increases their value over time. It also prevents you from being accused of recycling coins back into the circulation unfairly. Do you want users to buy NFT/coins with fiat or crypto or both? I'm not sure yet, Dream, to be honest. Spent on marketplaces, purchases, same thing. Burn them or release a portion of them. Okay. You've written so many paragraphs and just erased them. What's good, Quad? Hey, Testy. Hey, just so you know, the YouTube chat is broken. I'm pretty sure. Like, type another message and I'll read it out, and then you'll know if it's working or not. So people are just chatting in the side chat in Discord that I'm in. Like, if you want to chat with me, like send another message, Testy, so I can tell you if it's working. Don't let others in. I am VIP. Is it? Hold on. I think it's open for everybody. It's open for everybody. Join. Just playing. Yeah, I know you are. Yeah, Testy, your chats aren't working, brother. It's not just you. It's everybody. Everyone can only get one chat in one message in. But hey, throw a like on the stream, guys. Even though chats aren't working, you can throw a like on the stream. Okay, so what's up, Bob? I see that. That's all I see, though. Maybe you can ask a new chat for some examples of real-world NFT projects and their strategies, so it's easier to consume the ideas behind this. Okay. Okay, why don't you compare this, do some deep research, compare this entire idea with other real-world projects that kind of are doing the same thing. And tell me where my system is unique compared to what's already out there as well. Yeah, it's doing some deep research. Of course, I consider it. I consider everybody's advice. I mean, like, how can I sit here and act like I know everything? Alright, Genopets is your most direct analog, and it's worth studying closely. It's a free-to-play digital companion NFT on Solana. Your pet evolves based on real-world physical activity. That's cool. Each Genopet is a generative NFT that starts free and evolves uniquely to its owner. Sound familiar? The core difference is they track physical fitness while you're tracking coding activity. Nobody has done code to earn yet. That is completely untapped niche. Axie Infinity is a grandfather of the whole ecosystem model. Play, earn tokens, spend tokens to mint / breed. NFTs, trade on marketplace, royalties built in. At peak, they had 8 million daily players and 485 million raised in a single month. Wow. But their SLP utility token collapsed 99% in 2022. Their SLP utility token, like what it's built on top of. So like we would be building on top of Ethereum. Is that what that means? So they built on top of a token that just wasn't viable in the long run, and it collapsed. When player growth slowed, wiping out the economy. No? Okay. We might have to look into what SLP utility token. Oh, that's the token that they use to make the mints. The core lesson, your token value depends on new players constantly entering. This is exactly why the burn mechanic was discussed is critical for Dr. Vibe. Spent Vibe coin must be destroyed, not recycled. Yeah, I had a feeling that's the case. What's up, Testy? I see you in the chat. You earn SLP for playing. Yeah, so SLP would be, I guess, the Vibe coin. Like after the Vibe points are converted to the SLP, which is Vibe coin. I get into crypto every few years and it's always different except for Bitcoin. I think I was wrong. You don't consume it in game? Yeah, so the burn mechanic is necessary. Step in is the move to earn sneaker NFT. Big during the 2022 bull run, requiring upfront purchases to earn creates a higher barrier. Your free first mint solves this. Okay, we got that. Yeah, we do have the free first mint. Where Dr. Vibe is genuinely unique. Alright, cool. We got 6 things here. Let's read it. Code to earn is completely uncharted territory. Every existing X to earn project targets fitness, gaming, or general engagement. Nobody has built an ecosystem where writing and shipping code is the earning activity. Your entire target audience, developers, indie builders, vibe coders, has never been served this way. That's a real moat. The AI generated animated sprite sheets as an NFT asset. Every major NFT project uses a pre-designed art with randomized trait layers. Claude generating entirely unique animated characters on demand is architecturally different. The NFT is generated at mint time, specifically for that user, not pulled from a pre-made pool. No project at scale does this. Did you guys get goosebumps? Or is it just me? Your supply formula is novel. Axie uses breeding to create supply. More breeding equals more Axies, equals inflation. Step-in has fixed rarity tiers determined at mint. Your model, where the amount of coins spent dramatically determines how many copies of that NFT exist. It's a different mechanism. Nobody has built this cleanly. More coin equals fewer copies, all decided in one transaction, elegant and fair. Can you guys just imagine this? Like when you're ready, you got your vibe points, you go to the store, you convert it to your vibe coin. Perfect. All right, we got our vibe coin. Now imagine this. Your Dr. Vibe is going into the laboratory. He's mixing some beakers around. He's pulling the lever. You know, he sends the concoction or whatever it is into the test chamber, and then a timer has to go off because now Claude has to build your NFT, your Dr. Vibe, right? And then it comes out, and then you get your Dr. Vibe. Okay. Axie Infinity is the closest we've ever gotten to play to earn. Lend their Axies out to players who couldn't afford their own Axie, and that player earns a cut. It was literally insane. You had to apply to these groups with real job application, and they would hire you to work for them daily, so the whale didn't need to play the game. Alright, I might check the video out. Okay. Auto airdrop trading cards linked to the main NFT. NBA Top Shot sells cards separately. Nobody auto bundles a set of rarity tiered trading cards with every NFT mint as a free reward. If it multiplies your ecosystem assets and marketplace volume automatically with zero extra user friction. Minter gets a perpetual royalty cut. Standard royalties go to the creator U. Splitting royalties to the original minter permanently is not standard practice. It turns every minter into a financial stakeholder with skin in the long-term success of their specific NFT. That's a genuinely community alignment mechanic. That's what I want, guys. I don't want this to be just a thing where it's like, hey, it's just me, money, 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 give me money, 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 money. You know, it's not just that. I do want money. Don't get me wrong, but I want to build something good. I want to build something for the community of vibe coders. Bring this all together, and while we're building and shipping, we can be taken care of by our doctor, our beloved doctor. Okay. All right. Minter gets a. Oh, we read that one. Cross-product NFT utility. Using a specific one-of-one NFTs as a lifetime license is something Yoga Labs tried loosely, but nobody has cleanly executed a developer tool ecosystem strategy. Your multi-product NFT utility roadmap is on underexplored territory. Okay. The warnings, the research surfaces. The big risk Axie Infinity demonstrated is what's called the Ponzi dynamic. If the only way token value is sustained is by new players constantly joining to buy coin, when growth slows, the economy collapses. The mitigation for Dr. Vibe is that Vibe Coin has real utility beyond speculation. It's burn to mint NFT, which are functional app companions with animations. The token isn't just speculative, it's consumed. That's healthier economics. The second warnings from Axie is NFT inflation. They ended up with 12 million Axies in circulation and are now desperately trying to burn them down. Your 5 mint per wallet limit is the right instinct. Combined with the burn mechanic on spent coin, your scarcity controls are actually better designed than Axies were at launch. The third warning from Stephen is don't require upfront payment to start earning. Your free first mint solves this perfectly. What about this, guys? Crypto be like, you earn RSJ every time you rustle jimmies, then you stake RST to earn. Then you stake to earn giblet coin. Burn giblets to mint an NFT. Yeah, well, it's not that complicated, Bob. But yeah, okay. All right, so let's see here. Here's one thing I don't know. Forget how much money you've spent. Good. Yeah. No, we're not gonna do that. All right, hear me out. What about these extra NFTs that let's say I go and mint a Dr. Vibe, right? And I mint 100 of them, and one of them goes in mine, and then 100 of them go into the marketplace. First off, how does the price get set? Let's just ask these questions. Bottom line, you're building a hybrid of Genopet's companion mechanic, Axie token, NBA top, a novel code to earn loop that nobody has done, AI generated enemy sprites nobody has used at this scale. Individual pieces exist in the market, but your combination doesn't. The developer audience niche is the clearest competitive moat. It's underserved, highly engaged, and naturally inclined toward both the tech and the earnings mechanics you're building around. You set the price, and then supply and demand define it. Okay. I want to talk about these extra NFTs that go to the marketplace and how the pricing starts on those, and then how the pricing changes throughout the time that it's on the marketplace. Additionally, I don't know if this is possible or if there's even a need for it, but would it make sense that if they are on the marketplace for too long that they get burned? We're just gonna throw that out there. I don't know if that's a thing or not. These are really important economic design questions. Let me break each one down. Starting price for marketplace NFTs. The cleanest approach is a formula tied directly to the mint. When someone mints 99 copies, goes to the marketplace, the starting price should be derived from what the minter paid. Something like minter spent 50 Vibe coin, marketplace copies start at 40 Vibe coin each. Minter spent 200 Vibe coin, marketplace copies start at 160 Vibe coin each. And then supply and demand define it, not of approval. You're saying like about the burning them after they've been there for too long? Gotta remember there's just a slight delay on the chat. Higher pricing changes over time. How pricing changes. Dutch auction. The standard improvement mechanism for this is a Dutch auction. Prices start high and decay downward automatically on a curve until it either sells or hits a floor. It's been used by art blocks and other major NFT projects successfully. For your marketplace, it might look like day 1 to 7 full starting price. Okay. The burn question. Yes, it makes sense, and yes, it's possible. It absolutely makes sense, and it's actually one of the smarter deflationary mechanics you could add. Here's why it works. When you said, I'm gonna just throw that in there, I gave a nod of approval for your prompt. Okay, good. DOA, another acronym to learn. It means Decentralized Autonomous Organization. Okay. How it works technically. The smart contract holds the unsold NFTs in escrow. After a set of time with no sale, a function can be called to burn them permanently. The psychological effect. This is actually a powerful marketing mechanic. When buyers know that unsold NFTs get burned after 90 days, a few things happen. First, common NFTs become genuinely scarce over time, even if 99 were minted. The ones that don't sell disappear. Eventually, that common might only have 20 copies left in existence because 79 were burned. The floor price of survivors naturally rise. Second, it creates urgency. This common Dr. Vibe has 12 days left before it burns. It's compelling reason to buy now rather than wait. I kind of like that. I like this idea. Does the burning happen to all unsold copies at once? I was thinking of rolling per copy. Rolling is more interesting. Each copy has its own expiry clock starting from when it was listed. Some copies on the same NFT might survive while others burn, which creates organic scarcity variation within an edition. Does the minter get notified before the marketplace copies burn? And warning us at 7 days remaining gives them a chance to pull the NFTs back to their wallet instead of letting them burn, which is a nice safety valve. One wrinkle. Okay. Are your Dr. Vibes all unique, or is each mint unique? If so, supply of that common Dr. Vibe gets low. It's impossible to resupply without users selling. Are your Dr. Vibes all unique? Well, so okay, like if you only spend a little bit, then let's say you put one vibe coin in, and then you generate a Dr. Vibe. You could generate 100 Dr. Vibes. You only get one, and then 99 go to the marketplace because you only put one coin in. If you would have put 1,000 coins in, then it would only make one, and you would get that one. And then the 99 that are in the marketplace, over time, they're going to start burning off. So it is possible you generate 100, nobody buys it, and that becomes a 1 of 1. I think it's possible. Those 99 Dr. Vibes, are they all the same version of Dr. Vibe? I think they're all the same, yeah. I think they're all the same. What do you think, Dream? Do you like are you getting the whole idea? Is it making sense to you? Oh, well, you said you get it and you got it. Obviously, it makes sense. But, like, do you think it's viable? Do you want the minter to have the option to reclaim unsold copies before they burn? Or once they go to marketplace, are they committed? There is one question I don't have yet. Do you want the minter to have the option? Who is the minter again? Am I the minter or the person that paid to get them minted? Okay, when you say the minter had the option to reclaim unsold ones, are you saying the person that paid to get them minted, they would be the minter, right? With this idea, are you saying that those people would be getting a rake from those sold ones on the marketplace? Because I feel like that does make sense. I think if they go to the marketplace, they wouldn't get a rake from them, and they really have no stake in those ones. Or should they? Mr. E, what's up? The YouTube chat is having issues, so like, I don't know if you said anything else, but we see your slash and we see your dot, but that's all I see now, and I'm guessing it doesn't work. I think it's making sense, but I don't understand the full picture yet. Just trying to absorb as you navigate this and piping in when I can. Okay, good. Yeah, Mr. E, we have a Discord chat open, so if you want, type in that side chat. Okay. Yeah, guys, if anybody's watching right now on YouTube, it says we have 28 people watching. YouTube has an outage right now and the chat isn't working. Like, you can get one message in, but that's it. It's broken. So if you're in the Discord, just type in the side chat of the chat that I'm in. I'd ask the bot, are we leaving any gaps in the plan? Yo, Dream. Yeah, see, Dream, we see that, yo, but that might be all we see. Sure, man, I know I was live myself, lol. Okay. When doing research, you need to explicitly remove bias. You indirectly reinforce bias by telling Claude to focus on what makes your idea different from other projects. You indirectly reinforce bias by telling Claude to focus on what makes your idea different from other projects. Well, isn't that the thing though? Like I did ask, I mean, how else are you supposed to find out what's different? I'm not asking like, is it a novel idea? Well, I guess it kind of doing that. Emojis. Okay, because I feel like that doesn't make sense. I think if they go to the marketplace, they want to get a rake from them, and they really have no stake in the sold ones. Also, try hybrid model. Only use blockchain to special items that can't be cloned. Truly scarce. Only use blockchain to special items? Oh, okay. So they can mint things that are not on the blockchain. So that way we're not minting 100 NFTs. Is that what you mean? What's up, Mr. E? Yeah, so I guess you can do emojis. They like emojis. Okay, guys, you could type in the YouTube chat, but only with emojis, okay? We're gonna send that and see what it says. The two different NFTs. The minter paid coin to trigger the mint event. They got one NFT, their personal Dr. Vibe. The marketplace copies were never theirs. They were generated by the system as a byproduct of the rarity formula. Fabric, hey man, how you doing? The issue is if the skins are generated by Claude, then they will never be scarce. Anyone can copy a skin from anyone. Well, that's the thing. Like every skin will be an NFT. Is what the original idea was. So they are always unique. Yes, assets need to be unique to the collection and exist nowhere else. I think that's a given though. So they need to be unique, but like what if I do have like 10 Dr. Vibes that are all the same NFT, exactly the same? I mean, isn't that a thing? I guess there would be like a difference, like a code difference, like an ID difference or something, right? Like, you know, in that set it's 1 of 1 or 2 of I'm sorry, 1 of 100 and 2 of 100. Like they would all be labeled a different number of however many there were. I think if you do that too and they go into the marketplace, people will go into the marketplace and try to buy like specific numbers too. Like they'll try to buy the 100th one, or like they always want number 7 or number 69. Like they'll always buy that specific one. 69 out of 100, like they'll always buy that. I think that would be a cool mechanic. Yeah. You know how it is. 6-7. There you go. 6-7, the new 69. So yeah, okay, but let's see what this says. Two different Okay. Yeah, that feels right to me. One thing that I'm missing is like, how do I make money on this again? And how do the people that mint these NFTs, how would they be making money on the rakes? Because the rake would be paying out what exactly? They would be paying out Vibe coin? Exactly? Is that how they would work? Or you would buy them with ETH. You would buy them with ETH, right? And then the ETH, you would make the rake on the ETH. Great question. To pressure test, because the money flows can get confusing. Let me map it out cleanly. How you make money. The primary revenue streams are. Alright, gotta go, Testy. We'll see you around, man. Selling Vibecoin directly for real money via Stripe. Someone pays $20, gets a 500 Vibecoin. The cash goes straight to you. This is your main income driver. Marketplace NFT sales. When a marketplace copy of a Dr. Vibe sells, the buyer pays Vibecoin. That Vibecoin comes back to you as platform owner. You can either burn it, deflationary, good for coin value, or keep a portion as platform revenue. How minters make money on there. So they're not, but Vibecoin, here's a key question. Can Vibecoin be cashed out for real money? Right now in your design it can't. It's closed ecosystem currency. So making money for minters currently means earning Vibecoin they can spend on more mints, more trading cards, more marketplace activity, not actual cash. If you want minters to make real money, you have two paths. Keep it closed, simpler, safer legally. Royalties pay out in Vibecoin. Minters reinvest in the ecosystem. The value is in the ecosystem participation, not cash out. This also sidesteps most regulatory concerns about securities. This is where legal comes in, yeah. Option 2, open it up. More compelling, more complex. List Vibecoin on an exchange or build a swap mechanism where Vibecoin can be exchanged for ETH or money. No royalties have genuine cash value. Now royalties have real cash value, but this dramatically increases regulatory scrutiny and complexity. The honest reality. Earn Vibecoin, spend it to mint rare Dr. Vibes. Those rare Dr. Vibes have higher marketplace value. Build your collection. The value is in the NFTs themselves appreciating, not cashing out coin directly. Does that distinguish better? Close and open. Can't we just have it so they can only buy on the marketplace with something like ETH that actually has value, and keep Vibecoin in the closed market? How would this work with the royalties and such? Can that still be done? Yes, and this is actually a really smart design decision. It solves a lot of problems at once. The two currency system, Vibecoin, closed, internal only, used exclusively for minting in the lab, earned through activity, bought with real money, never leaves your ecosystem, no regulatory headache, because it's not tradable for real value externally. Open real money, used exclusively for marketplace transactions, buying, selling, trading Dr. Vibes, and trading cards on the secondary market. Real cash value, real liquidity, familiar to NFT buyers. How royalties work in the system. Since marketplace transactions happen in ETH, all royalties automatically pay out in ETH. 2. The smart contract handles it at the moment of sale. Buyer pays 0.1 ETH for Dr. Vibe. Contract instantly splits it. Your platform rate goes to your wallet in ETH. Original minters, okay. Seller gets remainder ETH. Man, I hate how it tells you, wow, you're really smart. Never believe that. Almost makes me think my idea is crap. I thought players would still generate their skin and submit to the marketplace. To convert Vibecoin to real money value, you need to provide liquidity. 10 Vibecoin, 10 USD, and liquidity pools, 1 Vibecoin equals 1 USD. Yeah, they would have to pay Vibecoin to mint a new thing. And the more they pay, the more rare it gets. The two things. The more they pay, the more control they get over the prompt, and then the more they pay, the less, or the more rare it is, so less copies of it that are created. Tell it to summarize the plan, then give that to ChatGPT and say, someone is trying to pitch me on this idea. What do you think? Does this two currency structure feel right? Okay, I want you to summarize the entire plan from the beginning to where we're at now. Everything that we discussed, put it inside this. For this very last piece that we're discussing, have the two different options that we're discussing as inside the plan. The liquidity pool fills itself because there is no supply. Supply is only provided when requested / Vibecoin purchase. So how do you provide liquidity to a coin with no supply yet? The liquidity pool fills itself because there is no supply. Honestly, I'm not sure what you mean. I should have told it to do a MD file. As owner, you provide starting liquidity. For liquidity for what, guys? Like, help me out, like what you're talking about. For the Vibecoin, right? The liquidity of the Vibecoin is that you can use it to mint an NFT. Like, that's what it's worth, you know? Yeah, it's writing a lot of JavaScript there for a plan. It's because it's trying to make a docx. Also, you build in mechanisms that give liquidity, provides a return on their money. Mechanism that gives liquidity, provides a return on their money. I think I'm too dumb for this conversation. I mean, it's tough because the conversation's kind of like disjointed between you two and me and the delay. I have nothing of value to provide. I don't think that's true. I think you provide value. How do people make money? Then you have to make it exchangeable for legal tender. Yeah, so that's why maybe the secondary marketplace is where they make the money. Like whenever they sell it for ETH, and that's where they would make money. Otherwise, you can't call it money. It's tokens, credits, right? Because you wouldn't be making anything by getting a rake of Vibe coins. What if you make it exchangeable for non-legal tender like ETH, or is that considered legal tender? I don't know. I think it's all legal. It's tender. If it's accepted, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I think the value is in the NFTs, not the Vibe coin. The Vibe coin does have value, I guess, like, because if they could buy the Vibe coin from me, then it has value because they could buy it and they could mint, basically. Yeah, you can exchange ETH for USD, exactly. So how come it says quick start getting started, guy? Oh, probably clicked the wrong thing. But just because something has value doesn't mean it's legal, though, okay? Not trying to challenge you, just genuinely curious. I don't know what you guys are talking about, to be honest. Vibe code, earn points, convert to coin, mint Dr. Vibe, trade on market. How Vibe points are earned. Vibe points are earned through meaningful activity. Okay, we know how Vibe points are earned. Vibe coin. There are two ways to acquire Vibe coin. Earn it through the activity loop, buy it directly with real money. Oops. What's up, Yam? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. You could type in the side chat if you want to say anything to us. They enter the laboratory and conduct a science experiment. The lab framing fits the mad scientist aesthetic of Dr. Vibe perfectly. Users select ingredients, mix them in virtual beakers, and synthesize their Dr. Vibe with a dramatic animation. Rather than a free-form text prompt, users mix structured ingredients that drive the AI generation behind the scenes. This keeps all Dr. Vibes feeling like they belong to the same universe, while giving users meaningful creative control. Base trait, personality type, energy level, coding specialty. Cosmetic elements, outfit, accessories, color palette, equipment. Animation style determines which animation frames are included. Wildcard, one small personal customization text input. The number of ingredient slots available to the user is determined by coin tier spent. Rare mints unlock more customization options and wilder ingredient combinations. Free first mint. Every new user receives one free Dr. Vibe with no coin required. This is the hook. Once someone has their own named Dr. Vibe with sessions logged, they are far more likely to invest in the ecosystem. I had an idea. Is it possible that we can upgrade the metadata after an NFT has been minted? For example, if we want to update the NFT with the amount of time that it's been equipped for or vibe coded with.
Alright guys, I just need a break here for a second. Don't go anywhere. Try to type in the chat. Like the stream, guys. We only have 13 likes. That's probably why we can't chat and YouTube's blocking us, because we don't have enough likes on the stream. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, face orange biting nails. Hey Bob. Huh. 5 coin economics, per mechanic. What I don't understand is, why does the Vibe coin even have to be on the blockchain? How come the Vibe coin even has to be on the blockchain if they can't really do anything with it other than what? Mint. New vibes. Alright, Vibecoin needs to do these things. Accumulate when earned, increase when purchased, decrease when spent, on minting, that's a database column. A simple integer in your backend that says Vibecoin balance. Keep Vibecoin entirely off-chain as an in-app balance, exactly like credits in any other app or game. Stripe handles purchases, your backend handles earn rates and balances. Your server deducts coin when someone mints and triggers the actual on-chain NFT mint. Essentially nothing that matters for your use case. The only thing on-chain Vibecoin would add is external tradability, which you explicitly don't want. Alright, Dog, are you still watching here? I think this is what you're talking about. Your last statement. If these points are only valuable and or accepted by one entity, then it's more like a voucher system, loyalty program, etc. I think that's right. So I would sell them, I would accept them to mint. That's basically all these Vibe coins would be doing. The real value is in the minting or the actual NFT. Okay, but would that add less? So that means, what that means is that I would have full control of the value of the creation of new Dr. Vibes. So if I upped the price of Vibecoin, then basically that ups the price of every single Dr. Vibe. Right? Because technically it would have costed more. Like if you would generate that today, it would have cost more. And they have to, and the trust is on me. Basically. Yeah, here. The real question. Do you trust your own database to be the source of truth for balances? For a closed internal currency, the answer is yes. You are the platform, you are the authority. It's no different than how Fortnite V-Bucks or any game currency works. So the revised architecture is clean. The Vibe coin is just an in-app balance. Only the NFTs themselves live on chain. That's actually a much more honest and simple design than forcing a blockchain token where it adds no value. I agree, especially if we're not going to be able to sell it. But that's only part of the equation, supply. What's only part of the equation, supply? What's the other part? But that's demand. Okay, so I control the supply and then the demand. Okay, yeah, supply and demand. So I mean, the demand would just be, there would only be a demand for Vibe Coin if people get tired of if there's somebody new that comes in, I suppose, and they get tired of their Dr. Vibes. Okay, I want you to add this into the plan, and recreate the plan, but with a .md file. Don't waste the tokens on creating a docx file. I said exe, but it doesn't care. Trading cards. I don't know why they have gold, rare, uncommon, and common. That's 2, 4, 7. Alright, 2 types of listings. Marketplace copies, generated automatically when a minter does not spend enough coin for a 1-to-1. These go directly from the smart contract to the marketplace. The platform owns these and collects 100% of the proceeds. Still creating this. So, what do you think though? If somebody creates a Dr. Vibe and the extra go into the marketplace, I think it should just be like, maybe it's flip-flopped. So maybe they do get a stake in those, but it's a much smaller stake. So like, if there's a 10% royalty on the one that they get into their wallet, they would get like, I'm not sure if it makes sense, but maybe it's, let's say it's 7% and I get 3%. Royalties. Oh yeah. Okay, perfect. 7%, 3%. Seller 90%. Proceeds. And then for the ones marketplace copies, when marketplace copies sell, 100% of the ETH proceeds go to the platform. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I think maybe it's at that point I think the original creator should get a small percent, maybe 1%. Maybe they'll get a higher percent based on how much they put in. Okay, user buys coin packs via Stripe. Marketplace copy sales, unsold edition copy sell A, ETH. How does trading card royalties work? Explain to me how trading cards royalties work. Are people going to be able to trade card for card or just trade card for ETH? What's good, Quad? What's up, Digital? Long time no talk, man. The just so you know, the YouTube chat hasn't been working for really anybody. So like they would get one message in and then that's it. It stops. So if you say something else, I'll tell you if I see another message from you, but I don't think you will. So people have been chatting in the in that Discord channel that you're in now. Just you could type in the side chat. Yeah, if you want, just type in the side chat, Digital. That's where I'm at right now. Card for ETH is simple and standard. Someone lists a card for 0.01 ETH. Someone buys it. Royalty triggers. Done. Every transaction has clear ETH value, so royalties work perfectly. Card for card trading is different beast. There is no ETH changing hands, so the standard royalty mechanism has nothing to trigger on. If someone swaps their gold cards for 2 uncommon, no ETH flows, no royalty fires. You would make nothing on that transaction. To collect royalties on swaps, you would need to build a custom swap contract that either charges a small ETH fee on every swap or assigns a floor value to each card tier and collects royalties based on that imputed value. Don't use Discord for streaming much. Yeah. How you doing, man? Alright, let's keep looking here. Two currency system. This is a critical architecture decision that shapes the entire ecosystem. Okay, let's close this down. Okay, right now I think ETH only trades is good. Also, I think what should happen is when somebody mints a Dr. Vibe and the extras go to the marketplace, I think they should have some type of stake in it. They can't reclaim them in any way, but they should be able to have a stake. So let's say on the initial one, it. Where Okay, starting price. So this has 7% and 3%. I mean, why can't we do it the opposite? Or is that not typical? Like, just to have... Like, can't we... Would we be too generous to give the minter 7% and we take 3%? And then the ones that go onto the marketplace, the extras, it's flip-flops maybe? Or maybe those I would get, the platform would get, let's say 8% and the minter gets 2%. I was thinking that the original minter would actually get a higher percent than the platform. So like a 7% versus the platform getting a 3%. And then for the marketplace, it would be a little bit the opposite. Maybe the platform would get 9% total, and then on all those, and then the minter would get 1%. However, they still don't get a stake to reclaim them. They just, if they get bought, then they would make royalties on those. Encourages spending more coin. If someone mints 99 marketplace copies and each one sells for at 1%, the minter earns roughly 0.005 ETH total across all sales. Small but real, and it compounds across multiple mints. How it works technically. At mint time, okay, I'm sure it works. Alright, go ahead and build this into our plan. Okay, let's see now. Alright, let's see if we can go to ChatGPT. And I don't know, do we go to Codex? How do we, Docs? Did you finish up and ship the vibe code competition thing? Yeah, that's Dr. Vibe. That's him running right here actually. Well, this is him on the website. This is him on the website, and this is him on my computer. Yeah, for checking the plan, Bob. Yes, and we won. Dr. Vibe won the Vibeathon, so we got first place. Techo NFT, who's ready to pump and dump, boys? Yeah, no, this, when you, I think if you listen to the whole plan, I don't think this is a pump and dump. Gotta have pump to be able to dump. I've used regular ChatGPT in thinking mode to check the plan. Yeah, alright, let me get a shot. Thinking mode. Yeah, so who has been kind of listening? And oh wait, let's prompt this. Think of no. Somebody is trying to sell me this idea on this plan. I want you to look at it from an unbiased opinion and tell me where you think the whole idea will fail. Does that sound right, or do you think that is too biased? There. Okay, so, I want you to look at it from an unbiased opinion and tell me what you see. How's that? What the heck? What, Dream? What is it? What? Okay, we'll send it. What's the goal? Okay, so yeah, so anybody that was listening, kind of like for the past couple hours, like, what do you guys think? Do you think that this could be portrayed as like a pump and dump situation, right? Because that's the last thing I want to do, is to ruin my integrity. Like, I want to build something good, something fun, something that is built on trust, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word, but respect. Something that's kind of viable, like not just a fake coin that's out there. Not been here long, but my opinion on NFTs isn't great. But there is a market out there, obviously. Yeah. But that's the stereotype with NFTs, but the technology is great of tokenization and will be around for a long time. Yeah. It's a stereotype, but that doesn't mean we have to fall into that stereotype, right? All right, here's what I see. Reading this as a neutral outsider who is neither trying to sell it nor trying to dunk on it, based strictly on what is written in the plan. What's genuinely strong about it? Clear product loop and positioning. Tying a companion to developer activity is a coherent niche. And companion that improves as you use it is a real understandable narrative. I think you building it on stream gives it credibility instead of closed door meetings with suspicious investors and dubious promises. Yeah, I 100% agree with you, Bob. But if you're just using them to verify membership or something and they're really cheap, no harm. So that's why I'm wondering what's the goal is. Well, I mean, the goal is to make money. Yeah, we have to be honest. But you know, to make money with still holding integrity, I think. Yeah, and you know, at the same time too, like other people making money on them too. You kind of gotta prove transparency without possibility of rug to gain trust because NFT got that stigma. Right. Well, I mean, how can I prove transparency more than doing this right now, I think? What value does the NFT provide? What value does the coin provide? Well, the coin doesn't provide any value except for being able to mint. And the NFT, the value of the NFT, I guess there will be some scarcity for one, but the value is like being able to load them up into your app and like, you know, showcase them on your profile and like, you know, that's what it's going to be. Like you'll have your profile here and boom, there's my Dr. Vibe. Look at him. Look how happy he is. And that's my guy. That's kind of the value. What value does money have? It has inherent value because we all agree on it. It can be used to obtain other things. So it's a bragging thing. I guess so. It's a bragging thing, right? Dog, I see your chat in the YouTube. I don't know how many messages you've sent previously. It's not a pump and dump because you're using ETH on the blockchain, and your Vibe coin is just a credit system in your database. Right, exactly. So there is no pump and dump. The real value, like they put the value in for the token to mint an NFT, or they just they work hard and they vibe code, right? And they get it. Like you can get an NFT by just vibe coding, right? You don't have to spend any money at all, actually. And they provide on the marketplace, those people there, they decide if it's valuable or not. If it's not valuable, then don't buy it, I suppose, right? That could be a thing. Inclusivity, yeah, feeling like a part of something, nothing wrong with that. That could be a thing. I could see people liking like a little companion on maybe a limited skin releases. Yeah, so like certain streamers will have like an honorary guy. Will skins be Dr. Vibe only be available via NFT, or will legacy skins remain in place? I don't think they're, so that's something we'll have to decide. I think though, like we'll probably start with like 3 legacy skins, maybe like 3 Dr. Vibes that you can start with when you create your account. Yeah, custom, like I can give, so Bridge Mine, for example, you know, the Matthew that ran the Vibathon, that I won, you know, he has, I put a skin for him in here, right? This is his skin right here. That's his colors, and that's it. So, you know, I think what I would do is make a one of one of this skin and give it to Matthew, and that's his skin. You know, that's it. The last one in the world. Do I think you need a larger, stronger brand for this to take off? Oh, you think you do, but people getting in early will help longevity. FOMO is a powerful tool. So basically, somehow they can use a skin if they have the NFT. Yes, yeah, exactly. Will skins be? Yeah. Is chat working now? I don't know. Type another message in chat, Dream, and I'll tell you. Kerr is typing. Hey Kerr, can you type something other than a question mark? Let's pump and dump for sure, Techo says. But yeah, I think you should call it tokenizing Dr. Vibe skins to avoid the NFT stigma. I think it's working. I saw Dog's message. That's a check 1 2 other than a question mark. Okay, that is other than a question mark. Nice. I think the YouTube chat is working, guys. Starship, welcome. All right, cool guys, we got our YouTube chat back finally. All right, I think we can remove the message here. All right, cool. I'm gonna. Okay, I think we're gonna move back to the YouTube chat, guys. I don't know. I'll keep both of them there, but if I miss it in Discord, then hopefully I don't. If I don't respond to your message, then it's probably because it's scrolled up in Discord. In Discord, I only see like the very bottom of it. Maybe it is. I don't think it's working. Kerr, say something else. You lost one message, Bob. Can you vibe code a? I don't think so, William. Remember to fix the perms. There are no perms. You don't have to worry about perms. This is a generated channel. This channel gets deleted once I leave, or once we all leave, actually. It's way better than it was. Yeah, I hope it's working. I don't know. I'm gonna leave the Discord chat open though, because nobody else is typing, so I'm not sure. Okay, let's okay, keeping Vibecoin off-chain is a practical architecture choice. It avoids gas, avoids complexity, makes onboarding easier. The living stats. Can you walk me through people getting wallets for these NFTs? What does that look like? Let's imagine someone logging in for the very first time. They never did anything with NFTs. What would that look like for them? Can we make it an onboarding process that is really easy? Like maybe they can use a generated wallet we create or something. I'm not sure how that works. Or they could bring their own. Okay. The living stats angle can be compelling. A used companion having visible history is a differentiator in the NFT world. In your own marketplace where you control metadata updates. Supply and pricing mechanics are at least thought through. Edition sizes, wallet mint, limits, burn timers, Dutch auction pricing. They're trying to design scarcity and inventory management instead of hand waving it. Quad, you got a wallet set up yet? Yes. What's the best vibe coding tool? The best vibe coding tool is Quad Code. This is my IDE, Quad Code. Yes, and guys, I have another announcement as well. For anybody watching, we have 32 people watching. we are going to market quad code. So many people have been asking me, how do they get it? How do they buy it? You know, blah, blah, blah. And I think I decided that we're going to market it and bring it to market. What we're going to do is in the next coming days, I'm going to be updating the website. I actually already updated the website a little bit. So this is the dev version, but in here, Quad's tools, Quad code, we have our Quad code IDE and everything kind of built out on how it works. At Quad H, you should not delete all the old live coding videos because the algorithm uses that to refer people to your channel. Make the live streams private, keep less than 12 months for stats, delete least viewed. I'm not deleting any videos, what do you mean? Are you seeing videos being deleted? Hold on, let me go to my channel. I don't think we deleted anything, right? Yeah, everything's still there. We don't have very many videos. Most of our videos are live streams. Anyways, so in the next coming days, you're gonna see this on the website, and at the you can click it from the top, join the waitlist. Basically, at the bottom here, be the first in the lab. Get early access to Quad code when it opens for beta. No spam, just a heads up when it's ready. So, in the next coming days, I'm going to update the website. You'll be able to go in there and sign up for the waitlist, okay, guys, for Quad code. So that is the official announcement here. So for the people that have been asking, it's coming. Once we hit still calling it Quad code, we probably will have a new name for it, okay? But just because there's a competitor already using Quad code, the name at least. But like I said, once we hit 500 subscribers, that's when we'll bring it to market. So we're almost there. Like at this rate, man, we're probably like a week and a half away, it feels like. But who knows how much slower it's going to be. I think we got, like today it's been very slow. We haven't got we got like 1 subscriber. I think actually we got like 1 or 2 subscribers, but we must have lost a subscriber along the way or 2. I'm not sure. So anyways, let's keep looking at this real quick. The subscriber was a quitter anyway. Yeah, probably. We don't want people to subscribe that aren't really here, you know? Where the plan is optimistic, fragile, or internally risky. The entire economy depends on demand that is not proven. Most of the revenue is coin packs via Stripe, plus platform inventory sales and royalties. That only works if meaningful number of people actually want to buy coin to mint, and a separate group wants to buy the NFTs in ETH on a marketplace. The plan assumes developer audience plus uniqueness plus scarcity creates that demand, but does not show evidence that developers want to speculate on or collect dev productivity NFTs at scale. Uniqueness, scarcity. Developer audience, I think that's the thing that it's most scared of here. But you know what? It is what it is. You know, I think Dr. Vibe can be on 50,000 Vibe coders machines. Why not? The earn sources are vulnerable to gaming. It lists earning from Discord activity, website in-game engagement, referrals, watching full YouTube content, in-app actions, point systems unless anti-abuse is extremely mature. If points can be farmed, coins become inflated in practice, even if it's off-chain. Nice, you're doing an unbiased assessment. Yeah. Um, by the way, Dog Dad, inside the Discord, you said first you need to separate vibe coins from NFTs. Two complete separate things. According to your plan, NFTs can only be bought with ETH. That's it. Vibe coins exist only in your database, etc. The two are not interchangeable. They're not, but only vibe coins is what is used to mint them initially. Okay. The earn sources are vulnerable to gaming. Okay, I think we can fix that. Coin becomes inflated in practice, even if it's off-chain. The plan flag Axie style inflation, but farming is still inflation, just inside your database. Yeah, so we'll have to make sure that we have tight reins around that, how we get vibe coins. The addition formula creates a fairness and perception problem. The table says minter gets one, the marketplace gets the rest, and the platform sells those copies. That is a monetization lever, but it also reads like I minted something and the system minted 99 more that I do not own. But the perception is real. Okay. We might have to look at that. Maybe I think the percentage needs to be changed. Royalty assumptions are shaky in the real market. The plan admits external marketplaces may not enforce royalties. That is not a footnote, it is a core revenue risk. If volume happens off your marketplace, the modeled ETH royalty streams can drop sharply, and your passive income from minters incentives weakens too. Dynamic metadata is less magical than it sounds. I already knew that. Gasless minting and on-ramping adds operational complexity. Gasless mints, wallet connections, cross-mint style flows, chargebacks, fraud, support load, and compliance are where projects bog down. The plan calls the architecture lean, but the product reality is not lean once you support non-crypto users end-to-end. Keeping coin off-chain helps, but the moment you have earned points from activity, buy coin with fiat, convert to an asset that can be sold for ETH on a marketplace, market the idea with real monetary value language, you are in territory where you need careful legal review of marketing claims. Okay. The Claude generates sprite sheets part has practical failure modes. If users are paying and the mint is immutable, you need a very robust preview confirm then mint pipeline plus content moderation plus consistent quality. Otherwise, you will have refunds and disputes for bad rolls, plus edge cases where the model outputs something off-brand, broken, or IP infringing. All true, but you will need to release incrementally, so roll out NFTs, etc. when the user grows large enough, plus ETH will be used to mint on-chain too. ETH will be used to mint on-chain? Are you sure it will be used to mint on-chain? If the core value is ownership and resale, and status is the point, then NFTs may fit, but you need evidence your target audience actually wants that. What do you guys think? Would you buy would you guys mint something? I mean, I guess it's like you don't have to buy it is the point, I think, right? A Dr. Vibe skin, yeah. Would you mint one? So you would either have to code with Dr. Vibe and get your points up, or you'd have to buy Vibe coin with cash and then mint with that. Why is the platform entitled to the marketplace copies, and how will you message that so users don't feel extracted? Why not mint? Why not mint if you can? So if you can, then yeah, why not? Let me see here. Nothing else to do with the vibe points if you have them, right? Well, I mean, I was thinking, like, so inside we can come up with different things to do with vibe points for sure, right? Like, one thing is customizing your profile. So we have like customizing the banner style. Maybe you could buy different banners in there. We have the matrix drop or background FX. You know, maybe there'll be other ones in there that you can buy. Maybe inside here, your laboratory in your profile, maybe that can be a thing. You can buy different laboratory stuff, like Steam XP. Yeah. Nothing else to do with your vibe points. Yeah. So with vibe points, you can. Yeah, exactly. I would buy a NFT if 1, it gave access to one of your products, or 2, user base is large enough and NFTs become high demand status. Okay. What about just to support me, Dog Dad? Would you do that? Buy NFTs for extra pools? I mean, it could. So we did talk about having like an NFT that gives lifetime access to Quad Code or lifetime access to Abe, right? That could be, those could be things for sure.
JTS Receipts 4834 pulls the slot machine.
Nice try. Jackpot wins an NFT? Yeah, Jackpot wins an NFT. You can win custom NFTs, one-of-a-kind NFTs from different events that we're going to host. You know, we'll talk about those events later, but yeah, I can see a lot of cool things that we can do with them. Like, here's your custom Dr. Vibe for, you know, I don't know, something. Okay. The biggest problem is earning points from vibe coding. Right now it's exploitable. Well, how do you know that? You haven't even used it. Well, I mean, you might have used Dr. Vibe, but you have, yeah, it is exploitable. You're right. But we're gonna fix that. we're gonna fix it. Blockchain transactions are. What? They are what? Did we miss that? Did we lose a message from you? Blockchain transactions are too expensive to use without intention of gaining ROI. If you could somehow become an inference reseller and have your own vibe coding tool, then you could actually verify usage, but that's a whole other level. Okay, so you're just concerned that people are gonna game the system. Okay. Other crypto works through mathematical verification, proof of work, or proof of stake. Someone could spoof the Dr. Vibe API unless there's some way to verify the work. think there is a role for NFTs here. Just need to find the fit and that become more clear down the road when usage increases and usage behavior is more known. GitHub is proof of work. Well, how is that proof of work if somebody just... Yeah, I think it could be, but I'm trying to think how they can game it or gain it too and cheat. I think there's a solution there. I'm gonna be honest. There is a solution. But it's hard for me to think right now for it, and I don't want to prompt Claude for it either right now. What does it look like when they want to transfer their NFTs to the MetaMask? Is that free for them? What's up, broski? What's up, Dream? Okay, I think, you know, just to save on that cost on that initial transfer, you know, I think we should, when they're signing up, just ask them, hey, do you have your own wallet? Yes or no? If yes, then they have the option to link it right there, and we send their initial NFT there first. That will save us some money, even if it's pennies. All right, go ahead and add this to the plan. You haven't found your wallet with your NFTs? Didn't you send me your link to go check out? Or that was somebody else? What's up, Jogum? How you doing? I just knew what to search for in OpenSea to find your account. Okay. All right. Okay, I want you to take this master plan and build out a technical plan for everything that we need to build to achieve everything inside of it. I want you to really do a deep dive and make sure there's no stone left unturned. I'm in Florida. I'm good. I'm late to the stream. Is this a Dr. Vibe NFT? That's exactly right. Dr. Vibe NFT. Yeah, we're trying to make it as transparent as possible, Joke. You know, we're trying to keep it fun, people being able to generate their things, but have some uniqueness across the board. And yeah, I think it's gonna be cool in the end. Do not make it a docx. Just use a .md file for the plan. Let's change this to Opus. You're in Vermont visiting GF, but I'm from Canada. Alright, cool, man. The 0.005 cost for minting isn't accurate. Any transaction on the big four blockchains will be $20 to $100 minimum. I think he plans on using Poly or Base though. Yes, that's what the plan has at least. No, I don't think $100 gas fees for Dr. Vibe is acceptable. Nah, you have gas. What are you saying? Like, Dr. Vibe is gas? Is what you're saying? You think he's that good, or what are you saying, Packet Lost? I think Dog missed that earlier. He came in late. Yeah, he came in late. I think so. Nah, Dr. Vibe has gas. Gas fees? Nah, you got gas. Okay. I don't know if I get it still. Yep, loading. Well, either way, Pack of Loss, I'm glad you made it here. I'm not sure what to work on lately. Too many projects, too many ideas, and now this Palantir clone app has me rethinking everything. Kinda just been chilling, hanging here, instead of being productive. Well, you gotta do something, man. Just do anything. I'm sure you'll come up with the idea soon. Oh, this is taking a while. Is it running? Why is there, that's code. Okay, good. What section? We're at 12.4, burn timer execution. Our music stopped. You know what that means, guys. More music. I'll be honest, I'm actually getting pretty close to the end here. Like I said, when I started, I probably only got like an hour and a half of sleep. And then the night before that, yesterday, it was kind of the same deal. Probably for the past 3 nights, I haven't really got much of any sleep. So. But I do want to see what this plan comes out looking like. Too excited about vibe coding, yeah. We're using our memory though, we're at 32. We got our new memory installed. We got a big technical plan here. "25 sections. test streaming. Why are you using 32 gigabytes of RAM? You nearly have anything open. I don't know. Looks like I got some Node Next.js and some other stuff running. Discord, Claude. I got some stuff running. I got some services in the background. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna call it here. It looks like we at least have our start. Airdrop card sets. Man, a lot of stuff in here. All right, guys. Yeah, we're gonna call it. It's 9 o'clock. We'll probably be back tomorrow. We're gonna keep working on this. Keep working on quad code. We're gonna keep working on quick cert. We are gonna get quick cert done. Dr. Vibe needs it. You know, Abe needs it. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, like I said, I'm trying to do this with full transparency. You know, I want to build something good, something that will last, something that will be fun, and with all honesty, basically. You know, I'm trying to build a business, and you know, you can't build something up that's not built up with a steady foundation. Hope you get a bunch of sleep, healthy sleep. Yeah, thanks, Bob. All right, night, guys. Night, pal. Peace, Gum. Everybody else that's watching, appreciate you guys. Have a good night.